Hello, my name is Kathy Walters, and I'm going to be your instructor for HI 101. Welcome to Introduction to Healthcare in the United States online for spring quarter. And this is our Moodle page, our website for the course. And so what I'd like to do is just show you how to navigate and explain a few things as you begin the quarter. So we'll scroll down here, and of course right here where it says please start here, you'll see there's an introduction to YouTube, which hopefully you're on. And you can follow along there, and I'll go through some things. The introduction to the course is just a short PowerPoint with some basic information in there, and it's repeated in the syllabus. The instruction, announcement, and news forum will be where I'll post information about when I've gotten things graded, or like some news stories that I might point out. And this is a forced subscription, so you will already receive that. The course questions and student connection forum is simply something that if you want to share some information about a part of the course or something related to the content of the course. If it's something of a personal nature, then it would be best to email me. Our online courses for me is just a Lane Community College source to kind of assess as to whether or not they are for you, and to review what's entailed in taking an online course, and I will address that a little bit further in the syllabus. So let's go ahead and go into the syllabus and make this a little bit bigger here. Alright, so we'll take a look here. And so this is the syllabus and just the learning objectives and what you'll get out of the course. And the first thing I'd like to bring your attention to is my contact hours. And so my office hours will be in Building 30, Room 206 from Tuesday 1 to 3 and on Thursday 1 to 3. And I'm very good about responding to email. It's less than 24 hours, and just be sure you identify who you are, because I have several classes and multiple students. And then these are the required materials. You can either make a choice to go ahead and order from the bookstore or through Pearson. Just a comment on the third edition. The first quarter that the third edition was used was fall of 2016, and so the second edition is not appropriate. Content has changed, and it will not be sufficient for you to prepare for quizzes, so be sure to pay attention to that. Alright, and then there's some instructional methodologies, a little bit about Moodle, academic integrity, some resources that are available here, and of course under academic integrity you can go to this link here for the code of conduct. And then the next area here is class participation, and you do need to make sure you participate in an online course. And then my late policy. I do not accept late work, so please be mindful of due dates each week. With the exception of week 1, most things are due by Sunday evening, although you do have your initial posts in your forums to do by Friday night, and I'll talk further about that. Due to Lane's attendance policy, you must submit something graded in week 1, and so I will go over it in just a minute, but we'll have the self-introduction forum, which will be due by Thursday, April 6th, and I'll cover that in a little bit. Alright, and then some learning outcomes, my grading policy, which is in adherence to the LCC policies, online attendance. So again, as I said, generally most things are due on Sunday evening, but it's important you get online at least every other day. For those of you that have taken online courses, and for those of you that haven't, waiting till Sunday evening is not a practice for success. And it's not a practice for success for several reasons. Number one, you don't have a command of the subject material. More importantly, if you have a question at the end of the week on a Sunday evening, that could be a problem to get it addressed. And then thirdly, there is a 12-hour lockout between the 2 attempts that you have on quizzes. And so I'll talk a bit more about that. But say, for example, you are a procrastinator, you get on late Sunday night, you have prevented your opportunity to take the quiz a second time because there's a 12-hour lockout in between takes. So be sure to be mindful of your due dates and manage your time appropriately for the quarter. All right, and then here it says please scroll to the next page, and then here is the meat of the syllabus. This is the entire course laid out with regards to what you're going to have to do and what the point values are. And that's subject to change, and I will revise the syllabus if necessary, if I change anything. All right, so now we'll go back to the course and continue down here. So the weekly forums take place each week, obviously. And so just a real important reminder that there will be weeks we will have one chapter and weeks we will have two chapters. Even on the week that we cover two chapters, you only have to do one post from the list of topics for both chapters. So I'll talk a little bit further about that as we go down here. But the first thing I'd like to bring your attention to is to the self-introduction forum. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with forums, this is what it looks like. And each week when you do the forum, I'll have an introduction here with regards to what you need to do. So for example, it says, hello, please post to the class forum an introduction of yourself to your colleagues and address the following. Please type your name in the subject text box, and then please answer the following questions in the message text box. Where are you taking the course, your academic goals, your experience, blah, blah, blah. So I already posted one, but I'm going to show you how you would do it, and you'll be doing this, and this will be like second nature to you after a couple of weeks. But you type and click right here on add a new discussion topic, and what it does is it creates a new string. Okay, so then I'm following the instructions here. In bold, please type your name in the subject text box. Okay, so I'm going to type Kathleen Walters and capitalize my first initial. All right, and then here I'm going to say why I'm taking the course. I'm going to type all sorts of things, and then be sure to scroll all the way down and then click Post to Forum. And then I already have that one there, but you see how that works. So each week you're going to be doing forum posts, but particularly in week 1, you need to do your introduction post by Thursday, April 6th. So that's a different due date time. So be sure to make sure you get that done. Otherwise, you'll be dropped from the class because that is a requirement for Lane's attendance policies. All right. So, and then I'll go back into Chapter 1 forum here in just a second. So what I'd like to do is just go down here with regards to each week and how it's set up. So here I usually have the objectives for the chapter, and then I always give you a sequential thing in terms of what's due each week. So please post your introduction about yourself to your colleagues by April 23rd, or April 6th by 23:55. Read Chapter 1. Select the topic from the Week 1 forum topic list, which is below, and I'll show you that, and post to the forum. Each week, your initial posts have to be done by Friday evening. So that's April 7th for Week 1, and then take the Chapter 1 quiz. So each week, I'll also have this please read before you begin Week 1, and that'll just be kind of a overview of what you're going to do for the week. And then this is the publisher's PowerPoint. And I just want to mention to you that the publisher's PowerPoints are not sufficient preparation for the chapter quizzes. The chapters are short, and the quizzes are 20 questions for 30 minutes. They're typically multiple choice, true, false, and short answers. And I do an item analysis of all your attempts each week to look at what you've done. And again, in order to afford yourself the opportunity to take it again, you need to remember that there's that 12-hour lockout. So let's go ahead now, and I'm going to click on this Chapter 1 forum topics because I believe that this is probably the thing that you want to have a good understanding of. So this is the information sheet for Week 1 topics for the forum. And so basically it says here, select the topic below, open Week 1 forum, post your response to Week 1 forum on Moodle under the heading Weekly Forums, Week 1, and follow the instructions listed after accessing this forum. So this particular list of topics, 1 through 5, I also have posted on the actual forum link. So let me go back to that, and we're going to go back up to the top of the course. Lots of scrolling in this course over the 10 weeks. And so here I'm going to go to Chapter 1 forum. And so again, here is the instructions. Please add your string to this forum addressing a topic from Chapter 1 forum topics, and it's worth, each of the forums are worth 10 points. Do not attach a word process document for your post. Not everyone has the same software, and you will not get any points if you do that. You need to type your response to the forum in the forum text box. So once accessing the forum in the subject line of your string, enter the key word provided at the end of the topic in bold of your choice, and then begin typing your forum contribution in the text box. Be sure to pay attention to the minimum word count of 150 words and use complete sentences. So here is the same information that you have on the PDF each week. And so, say for example, I'm going to choose, I'm going to add a discussion topic here. I'll just choose delivery. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, and my question that I'm going to address is, describe in my own words the differences between healthcare delivery systems and as it relates to long-term care, mental health, and public health. Okay, so I'm going to type in the subject line delivery. And then down below here is where I'm going to type my post. And then I scroll all the way down when I'm finished with at least 150 words, and then I click post to the forum. And I'm not going to do it now because I don't want it to go. So that's what you're going to do each week. Now, week 2, we are covering 2 chapters, chapter 2 and chapter 3. So be sure that you only address one topic. So let me just scroll down here real quickly. And the other forums will be visible here. I've only got week 1 up for right now. But let me go ahead and show you the list for week 2 forum topics. So that's chapters 2 and 3. So just to reiterate, so it's very clear, because many of you end up typing to 2 topics. But chapter 2, there's 3 topics: business, laws, and legislation. Chapter 3 is savings, insurance, and third party. You only need to type to 1 topic of all 6 between the 2 chapters for week 2. So any weeks that you do have 2 chapters, you'll only be responsible for typing to 1. All right. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that you have an understanding of that. And each week will be laid out similarly with regards to what you have to get accomplished. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure I've forgotten something, but at least it gives you an idea of what you're heading into. And I wish you all the best in the spring quarter, and I think we'll all learn from each other regarding the different things that go on in healthcare. And I look forward to seeing you virtually in a couple of days. All right, thank you.